I hope you're having a good week as we kick off our Lenten season. And I had to bring with me today two plaques that I have in my office. But these two plaques are very different. One plaque is for something that I did. It was awarded to me for an accomplishment. But the other plaque was also awarded to me, but falls into the category of a participation trophy. I got this plaque simply because I participated in sports when I was in college. The era of the participation trophy. Now, I could get on my soapbox for several hours about what the participation trophy era is doing to the kids in America. What kind of adults will they become? How are we teaching them responsibility, or how to compete, or how to be successful, or how to not be successful? I could go on and on and on forever about the era of the participation trophy. But this week I was reading Romans chapter 10, and it gave me a new perspective on the participation trophy. You see, I'm typically a guy that says out with the participation trophies and hang on to the ones that you actually deserve. But Romans chapter 10 looks at it a little differently. And perhaps Romans chapter 10 even suggests that this generation, this era of the participation trophy, will be good believers. Yeah, that's right. The participation trophy equals understanding how to believe in God. Let me explain. In Romans chapter 10, you have two groups of people. You have the Jews and the Gentiles. And the Jews are striving. They're trying as hard as they can to obtain righteousness. They are working hard and trying hard to win, to achieve something, to obtain the salvation of the Lord. Then on the other hand, you just have the Gentiles. And they're not striving for anything. They're just showing up. They're just participating. And Paul makes it clear that the group who actually receives righteousness, who actually receives salvation, is simply the group who believes in Jesus and confesses Him as Lord. You don't have to strive for anything. The Jews thought that they had to do all these things, all this hard work, to get their prize, salvation from God. But when in fact, Paul makes it very clear that that salvation is for everyone who believes in Jesus. You see, when Jesus died on the cross, He removed the fact that we live under the law. In other words, no longer do we have to do something to earn our reward. That's not the system. Jesus died so that we don't have to earn anything. And when Jesus was resurrected on the third day, He confirmed once and for all that simply by believing in Him and confessing Him as Lord, you have salvation. Isn't it ironic that the group who tried so hard to get righteousness and salvation ended up missing out? And the group who simply believed and confessed in Jesus as Lord received the salvation that He handed to them. Makes you think. Maybe the old participation trophy isn't such a bad idea, because that's exactly what Christ is handing us. A free salvation. It's not earned. It's not strived for. We simply believe and confess. See you next week.